I'm looking at these beautiful cranes and I feel like these are wings of hope on these cranes, a message that the children and the families will get, that there are people on the outside who care, people like Japanese Americans who understand what mass incarceration could mean, and that we're fighting for their release and freedom.
It's at the family detention center. It's the largest detention center in the United States. So I think that this effort really brings the moral voice of people who have impacted this and know what the long-term impact of being incarcerated in these family facilities is.
I think it's important to get the facts and not listen to what your president's telling us, because he's lying about everything. Learn the facts and learn what's going on here.
These children who are here and the families are being separated through no fault of their own. They're coming to the U.S. to seek asylum, and they're being held against their will here, even though they turn themselves in to immigration authorities. And the trauma that these children are going to be suffering, it's not going to go away anytime soon.
We respectfully acknowledge the presence of Amida Tathagata entering this gathering place as we present these cranes of peace.
Right now, we are going to signal to the families and to the world that we are here to fight for you. We have not forgotten you. We are fighting for you here, and we are fighting for you back home. And every one of us who is here today, we represent hundreds and thousands of people who are organizing. And we will come back, and we will bring more people. That's right. No, lose heart. The taiko will play for us now.
For a total of 4.5 years, my family was incarcerated. They never committed a crime except to have the face of the enemy. And at that time, if you had 1/16 Japanese blood, whether you were an infant in an orphanage or a child in a foster care home, you were removed from the West Coast. And they actually set up an orphanage in one of the prison camps just for those children. So I'm here today to say thank you for being here today and how important it is for each one of us to tell this story over and over again.
My family was kidnapped from Peru. My dad was given 3 days to collect his belongings, which was confiscated anyways before we boarded the ship. The family was stripped of our human rights, civil rights. We were never charged with a crime. We were in prison without due process. We don't want this to happen again. In other words, stop repeating history.
I'm a DACA recipient and I'm undocumented, but I'm not afraid. Yeah, so I just want to say undocumented issues, not only Latinx issues or black issues, it's also Asian American issues. There's more than 1 million undocumented Asian Americans live in this country without having proper, I would say, right. So always they live in fear of deportation and whatnot. So last year we kicked off the we start the campaign under the name of Citizenship for All. We believe that every single living being in this country deserves the citizenship. It's not a privilege. Citizenship for all means not just paper. It's education for all, healthcare for all, sanctuary for all, and respect for all. Yes. Citizenship for who?
Citizenship for all!
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 Thank you. Abolish ICE. Stop deportation.
The similarities between the facility that's behind us and the one that's just down the road in Crystal City are overwhelming, right? I mean, this is the nation's largest immigration detention center. Just down the road, we have one of the largest state prisons in Texas, and we've come to become a society that relies on incarceration to deal with every issue.
If not now, then when? If not us, then who? Thank you for standing in solidarity with our community and joining our voices to push back and say no more concentration camps, no more separating of families, and stop repeating history. Thank you.
Nuestros niños, set them free. Call them all, no time to meet. Nuestros niños, set them free. Call them all, no time to meet. Nuestros niños, set them free. Call them all, no time to meet. Nuestros niños, set them free.
As the descendants of folks who were in prison during World War II, we are here as part of this fight and part of our family's legacies, but also just as people who believe in what is morally right and who believe in justice and liberty for all.
We are here to stand in solidarity with you.
We are here to stand in solidarity with you.
We will continue to fight.
We will continue to fight.
As our ancestors have had to fight.
As our ancestors have had to fight.
We owe it to each other to stand up and fight back.
We owe it to each other to stand up and fight back. De colores, de colores,